Hello there guys, Elita Legionarii here. Today I am bringing you a 4vs4. Thought I'd try a live commentary for Rome Total Wars 31k. And I'm actually teaming up with the Brotherhood clan. So on my left we have Talos of the Brotherhood clan with the Scipii Romans. The Julli Romans under the command of a chap called Shaka Zulu. I don't think I've fought with him before. And who was their other guy? Hold on, let me just look. Gladius, of course, yeah, Gladius, another great player with the Scipii Romans. I'm actually using Pontus, as you can see, which is pretty risky in a lot of ways, because I'm not particularly good with Pontus. But I figure I got some good experienced allies here, so I can be pretty comfortable with Pontus, because when you're playing as Pontus, it's very important that you have allies who know what they're doing. And it's usually pretty good if your allies have some archers, which, as you can see, Zulu does. I don't know if Talos does. Yeah, Talos does as well. So as long as I've got some archers there, because Pontus is fairly weak to archer fire, and obviously the chariots can be run amok. And the pikes have only got small shields. Now you may notice my units look a bit different. I've got the Aragorn skin map mod pack thing on again. Just to be fun. So bronze shields actually look in fact quite awesome on this current mod, but you still have to realise it's just a skin pack. It doesn't actually affect their performance. Even though the shield looks big, it's really just the same quality as the original look, so they're still very vulnerable to missiles. If you want to have a good look at some of these urban cohorts, they look awesome. Cool little double-sided cape thing, and then of course the Praetorian cavalry, they look fantastic. So the chariots don't really look that different, just except for the horses. As you can see, but for the most part we're pretty much the same. Most of the infantry units get a few different looks, and not all the units, just a few specialty units. Who are we waiting for? We're waiting for the Julli. So I'm not really sure what the plan is doing. So this is one thing I noticed with the Brotherhood is there's never a plan created. But usually they don't need to, because they're so familiar with playing together with one another. They kind of just work off each other's scenarios and play into their experience. And usually they're really tough to beat when they're together. So I'm probably the weak link here in several regards, because I've got the weakest faction, and I've also not got a heap of experience with the Brotherhood. So I need to make sure I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to help Talos. That's what I've decided to work with here. We have AdmiralDB of the Heaven clan. He's got the Brutii Romans, so 14 urbans and 1 unit of, 6 units of Praetorians. Then we have OTD Leon Dragonheart with the Senate. I think he's got pretty much the same build. And then we have INDI. He was WS, now he's IRE, whatever that is, clan. He's got the standard build. And we have Odin. He's got the Brutii with slightly more infantry and a first cohort. So it looks like we're linking up. So I am going to move into the centre a bit more here. So I just wanted to show you those kind of factions. And I think I'll swing around here with my chariot. Let's just see. I don't really see missiles on their army. So that's really good for me, because that means I can be a lot more open with my chariots and my infantry. Yeah, exactly, as you see. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, Shaka just noticed it as well. I mean, it's good for me, because it allows me to just be much more open and reckless, if you will, with my chariots. I don't have to be constantly watching where I've put them. Which is good, because I only bought one chariot archer. I wanted to maximize side chariot effect, so this has worked out really nicely. So I'm going to go move up here and link up with Shaka. I'm just trying to think who would be the easiest target here. I would say OTD player Leon Dragonheart, because he usually just plays with the OTD, which don't play a lot of 31k. Alright, Talos is going to be away for a couple of minutes. You can see my micro's a wee bit shoddy, but no, I don't actually need Cantabrian Circle on. In fact, I'm just trying to work out. I think I'll try and go at his cav, just distract him a bit while Talos is there. Now I think I'll work with Talos, but it just depends where our cavalry's most useful to us. But yeah, it's really good that they don't have missiles, because by not having missiles, it just means that I can be that much more effective at using my chariots, because I can get them in quickly and not have to keep worrying about enemy missile units. So I think it's very dangerous on their part not to have brought missiles when it comes to dealing with Pontus, because Pontus has got a very big weakness to missiles, and if you're not going to use them to help you with taking on Pontus, then you're going to have a lot of trouble. So here he's going to chase me a bit. I'm just going to try and harass him with my chariot archers. He shouldn't be able to catch my chariots, and I want to turn fire at will on actually, so they can, you know, target. Someone just head in the direction of Talos over there. Don't think he'll be able to catch me. Shouldn't be able to. It looks like he could. The Talos is going to cover me here anyway, which is good. He's in loose formation, but he is losing one or two little units. And when he turns around to run away, because the Talos is cav, I'm going to turn around and start shooting him again. So I should get some flank shots here. So I can kind of keep him busy and distract him, and it'll give Talos time to do a little bit of manoeuvring and so on and so forth, basically. So I can use these chariots to be a nuisance, basically, which is really good for me. As you can see here, it's all pretty quiet at the moment. It looks like Odin's pushing up a bit. I'm just going to point out now, guys, I might accidentally on a couple of occasions miss important bits, because in the live commentary I've got to work on what I'm, like my moves and stuff, and controlling my men. So I do need to be pretty careful of that, which is obviously going to mean that I'm not going to be able to focus as much on the actual battle so much, like what everyone's doing, which is generally what I do. So it is like the disadvantage of live commentary, because with live commentary the advantages are that you get to see what I'm planning and what I'm doing. Let me flank and then hit their backs. Okay, so he wants to shift to the left. I like that plan, because I wanted to work close on Talos' side anyway. Now shooting from this side's good because the shields are on the left, so I should actually get a few hits in. Just got to watch this cavalry obviously, but Talos is there, and of course so is Shaka Zulu's cav, so I'm actually pretty safe. So yeah, we're going to shift to the left a bit. And of course I can just keep shooting and harassing him, and basically keeping him, like, you know, from having his cav on me for a time, because if that's the case, it allows me to basically it just allows me to distract Leon's cavalry, which is good, because it's just going to mean he's not going to be he's going to have more things to worry about when all the allies come in, basically. So it looks like Gladius is coming this way, and all there's connection problems. This has been a lot of issues with Steam lately doing this. Initially I thought it was my connection, and I think a lot of other people thought the same, but I think it's the Steam server. It's just not as good as we'd like it to be, which is unfortunate, because it's just very unfortunate that we can't just, you know, play as well as we used to be able to. Which is really unusual. I thought the Steam server would have been a lot better, to be honest. Oops, I left fire at will on, which is not good. So yeah, I do apologise about these little connection drops. It won't be Shaka, it'll just be the connection, the server doing it. Or it could be me. Sometimes my connection is a bit shoddy. Sometimes my internet, megabytes per second. So yeah, I decided what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my chariots this way, because by doing so I'm going to be able to get more flank shots. So yeah, I'm going to stick with Talos, and we're going to try and break a flank pretty much anyway. That's what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to try push this way a little bit, and I'm going to push up my pikeman here to give myself a wee bit of cover, just a wee bit. Might actually slip straight through the side there actually, just run him around a bit. Busy him up. Even if their cav just spend time chasing me, it takes them away from the initial fight. So I'm actually going to try that. Just see if any of them will take it. And if not, I'm in the back here and I can take flank shots. So I'm going to start shooting INDI's general there. And at the very least, it keeps their cav, you know, constantly worrying about what I'm doing. And that's really good for me and for us as a team. So I can get flank shots on the general's unit, for instance, or if they go around, it's going to take cav away from our allies. So we'll have cav supremacy in certain areas. So I'm taking some peeler here, so I'm going to fall back. And I'm just going to take pop shots at INDI's general. Might be able to kill him without actually noticing it, and then I might take some pop shots. Pop shots from anyone else really. Probably INDI, because there's no cav around here and there's room for me to get my chariot out. You may notice I've got my cav on my chariot on guard mode. That's just so I can slip away basically quicker, because guard mode, when they're off guard mode, they tend to stick around the fight if they get caught. Alright, so he wants one of my chariots on the flank. So I might put some of my chariots out on the flank. Just like this. An eye on that as well, I don't want to... But as you can see, I've already knocked this general down to 58 men, which is really useful for us. So let's... Have I got all... Yeah, we go, get all three of them this way to help Talos. So yeah, I'm going to pull back now, or pull around, just in case they'll try to, you know, catch me while I'm not looking. So what we're going to try here is, you see Talos just messaged me, he's going to try and push up, and I'm going to use my chariots to come from the flank and the back at the same time. A bit more micro involved, but it will be more effective. I can pull it off. I'm just going to pull back here and link up with my allies. And this is where the archer, well, they've got glitches. Yeah, you can see some glitches going on. So I'm going to pull back a bit, just give them a bit more room to do their bit. No one's glitching over here, so there's no reason to stop over there. So yeah, his general's down nearly by... I've nearly halved this general. I don't even know if he's noticed that. If he hasn't noticed it, it's bad, because he really should do something about that. Because if I kill his general before the fight begins, it's going to be good for us. It'll be really good for us, so very useful. Just got to keep an eye on it though, because I don't want... There we go, he's gone to Tudo now. So now I'm going to shoot some shots at his cavalry, I think. No harm. There's no harm if we thin out some of the cav. So yeah, by not having archers when you're dealing with Pontus, it's a very very risky move, if you ask me. You're just sort of asking for quite a bit of trouble, I think, because oh crap! See, look at that. Took my eyes off the micro there. Yeah, see, I spoke too soon. Took my eyes off it for one moment, but it wasn't too clever. But needless to say, I still managed to knock out half his general's units. That means killing his general will still be pretty effective. So not a bad deal going on there, really. Now let's see. Not sure what we're doing just yet. Letting them push up a bit. Yeah, they've amassed quite a lot of the cavalry over here, but we've still got a decent number on the other sides for both teams as well. So actually, I think what I might do here is I'm going to get these three and actually reinforce Talos there, just so I can, you know, like help against the cavalry battle, because Talos is he's still pretty, he's thinned himself out here, so just in case they try to run through, I don't think it'll be a big deal. Talos will know what to do, but I can reinforce him anyway. I'm pretty confident Shaka and Gladius can hold their own. I'm going to stick with Talos as part of the plan. So also what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my chariots around the flank, so that when Talos wants to go through, I can see my chariots on the side, and a flank hit will do more morale damage. That's the idea. Let's just regroup these. I'll push up. Well, no, I didn't mean to do it like that. I'll push up just a little bit. Okay, so he's going in now with his guys, so I'm going to just push forward, see if I can deter them. Yeah, so I'll wait for Talos' call on this matter. Just because it's better if we do it that way. So I know what Talos wants to do. I'm going to sling around even further, so that I'm slightly behind now. Because I'm still pretty sure Shaka and Gladius will be okay. And me and Talos can make a breakthrough here with a mass rout, hopefully, if we do it right. And I'm just going to pull in here and hold up. My bronze shields most likely won't do very much in this particular fight. So yeah, I'm going to attack these guys, because he's attacked me. Oh, they glitched. Oh, I feel a bit bad about that now. But, oops. Kind of glitched on him, that's a bit unfair. But even so, he would have lost them anyway. So it looks like he's pushing forward. I'm going to keep going now for these guys here. They're not tight enough to stop it, so I'm going to push forward. And as you can see, I managed to master out these guys as well. And now I'm going to push up on these guys, and now I'm going to go into the back over here. We've got to get these chariots moving before they go amok. And now these effectively pinned there. I might even go reinforce over here actually with these groups. I'll try and get these chariots right over here and reinforce with this group. Get all my chariots here because they're getting kind of stuck.
This general is the perfect enemy. He does not stand but runs away.
So yeah, get him into the back here, and that should master out these guys. Surprisingly, they're not master outing. That's really interesting. Must put them on guard mode or something. Thought they would have routed by that point, but they have not. So I'm going to sling these guys around. Better keep an eye on these guys before they go amok. So yeah, I'm going to reinforce over here with these guys because I don't need them on the other side now, so it'll help my allies more. And I will push up. There we go, finally we're out of them. And let's go to that, and let's get a little group here and push it round the flank, I think. There we go, so I can ungroup this lot now and push them over as well. And my chariot's done nicely this fight. They haven't gone amok very fast, which is really good. Because sometimes they go amok like instantly, which is really kind of shitty. And you get routed too quickly to be of much effect. Let's have a look. Still some units there, and this group probably could do to just pull back this way, I think. So you've got some pretty big routes going on through the centre there. I'm going to push up a little more now. And not too often I get a lot of success with Pontus because it's pretty hard to use them. So it's quite nice to actually get a nice battle with them. Our chariots are a mock now though, but they've done their bit, so it worked out nicely. So now we're just going to go in for the kills, I think. Let's get those pikes down and bring these guys over. I know that my micro isn't all that impressive sometimes, guys. I don't really think it was great this fight, but it was enough. We had a good plan, it worked, good players, and oh, there goes that stupid connection issue again. But yeah, as you can see, it worked out. It worked out pretty well. Pretty straightforward plan. A bit of a shame that AdmiralDB's cav glitched them, but he kind of started attacking me, and then they glitched right as he attacked. There was not really any way to stop it, so I felt a wee bit bad about that. And I hope this recovers. It'd be so friggin' annoying if it didn't at this stage of the game. Come on. This is what I hate. That's not Shaka Zulu. I'm sure it's not any one of us, but it will be the Steam connection's probably playing up on us. I don't think this is going to recover, guys, but I think you realise what's happened here. They've all just chain routed and we're just mopping up at this stage. So I do apologise that it's done this. I don't think it's going to recover. Very irritating, but it will be the Steam server that's causing this, because the Steam server always causes this for some reason, so I hope they get on and fix that, because that's really highly irritating. I'll give it maybe like another minute or a couple of minutes. Let's see. No, I don't think, but as you can see, I mean, basically strategy is me and Talos pushed, wrapped up our flank, while Gladius and Shaka just held theirs, and we were able to bring it all together. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to quit, I think. As you can see, I've got a nice 1,589 kills. I'm pretty pleased with that, to be honest. Obviously it says unresolved, but it was clearly a victory for us. So I'm pleased with that. Not often I do very well with Pontus. It's a tricky faction to use at times. But as you can see, I think they reacted a lot to us. The Brotherhood clan is a very, very good clan. It's very hard to beat them on the field. And because I picked Pontus, I quickly allied myself with them because I thought it would be easier to kind of fit in with them as a teammate. So good game to everyone. Some pretty nice kills to Talos and Shaka, and some good support by Gladius. But our opponent team didn't do too great. Shame AdmiralDB's cav glitched. That was unfortunate. You can see massive kills for my side chariots. My chariot arch got 72. I was a wee bit sloppy on the micro there. And actually some of these pikes, 143, 84, 87, that's actually pretty darn good for bronze shield pikemen, but they just hold. Nothing too special for them. So I might just save that actually, just so I can perhaps go over it later on and have a look at some of the little ins and outs of the battle to learn if there's anything I could have done better. So it was 4v4, 31k, and it was Pontus, and it was a win. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about it dropping out at the end there, but fortunately it was the end. You realised what happened there, but it was a clear victory for my team, and it was a good battle plan that we pulled off. So good game to Talos, Shaka Zulu, Gladius, Odin, Indy, Leon Dragonheart, and AdmiralDoucheBag. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave comments, tell me what you think. That'll be much appreciated. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you soon next time.